my point, which is they want to win games the same way Seattle and San Francisco had in their division. Play great defense, run the football, and play special teams. This kid takes away angles. Talked about being a track star. Olympic
Wow.
speed.
The draft just got real. The draft just got real. The St. Louis Rams went off cuff. They went off script and took running back Todd Gurley out of Georgia at number 10. Now, I talked about this as a potential pick for the Rams. I told you I heard a birdie chirping in my ear, but I said, no, there's no way the St. Louis Rams are taking a running back. I actually like Trey Mason. I told you I like Benny Cunningham. I didn't think this was necessary. But the ish just hit the fan. It just got real. This was a division pick. This was a division pick. The Rams looked around and said, what is Seattle doing? How are they winning? Beast mode. How did the 49ers dominate for a few years? Frank going that running game. They looked around the division at all the perennial winners. Teams that had went to the Super Bowl. Teams that had climbed to the mountaintop. And they said, how did they do it? Defense and a mean running game with a feature back that could put the team on his back and take them to the promised land. And that's what the Rams just did. They just got a back. If Todd Gurley is healthy and he checks out and remains healthy, they just got one of the best players in all of this draft in the top 10. Again, the draft just got real. The St. Louis Rams are not playing around. They just added Todd Gurley to their football team. If they can get a guard like Laken Tomlinson or someone like that in the second round to complement what they just did in the first round and solidify that offensive line, look out for the St. Louis Rams. We already know what their defense is about. You add a guy like Gurley to the mix. If they can get a dominant offensive lineman on the interior in the second round, I'm going to tell you what, the Rams are well on their way. Let's go ahead and chart this pick for the St. Louis Rams. This is a big-time pickup with Todd Gurley at number 10 for the St. Louis Rams. As they shock me and take Todd Gurley. I told you I heard rumblings about this potentially happening, but I did not think that the Rams would have the balls to pull this off and go do it, and they did. And so, of course, I didn't have that. I had them taking Devontae Parker, or excuse me, I had the Dolphins trading up to 10 to take Devontae Parker. He's not going to fall in their lap at 14 for the Dolphins. We'll see what happens, but this is a big-time pickup for the Rams. And now, the question now begs, where will Devontae Parker go off the board? We'll see what happens with him. But now, I'm really interested to see what the Rams do with their next pick. No trades thus far. Are you surprised? Because I'm surprised. We're 10 picks deep, and we haven't had a single trade thus far. We'll see what happens at number 11 as the Minnesota Vikings are on the clock. I think it's Trey Waynes. You think it's Trey Waynes. Let's see if it's Trey Waynes. Remember, they didn't expect Devontae Parker to be on the board. Now they could pair him up with Teddy Bridgewater and put those two college teammates back together. It's either Trey Waynes or Devontae Parker. Let's see what decision the Minnesota Vikings make at 11.
Subscribe to the channel. If you want more, be sure to follow me on Twitter at In the Lab Room, or you can like the Facebook page at In the Lab Room. That's In the Lab Room on Facebook and at In the Lab Room on Twitter.